hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. On 1st and 10, Cousins. There's Jefferson to pull it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cousins to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So we've got one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And, oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. They're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that, because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. put the ball in the end zone and get sixes, that's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Lets it fly for Thielen. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. First and goal, look, things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.